morning, Africa. Good morning, Nigeria. It's a lovely Monday morning and hope you had a pleasant weekend. Sure, it's tea or coffee on High Impact Television Station, your number one first full HD TV station. My name is Wura Olapopola and I have here with me Modupe Jacobs. Always looking beautiful.
You too.
With your glasses this morning, you look so serious.
There is a story behind the glasses.
Okay.
You know, we
Can
had
I hear
the ophthalmologist. Did I
Yes.
get it?
Ophthalmologist.
Ophthalmologist, yes. And then she advised that I wear my glasses, you know, regardless of whether I like it or not.
Okay.
So
That's the story behind the glasses.
Yes.
All right, and you still look beautiful either way.
Thank you.
All right, so how was your weekend?
My weekend, it was fine. It was okay.
Yes.
Filled with work.
How? Wow.
You know, I had to do a couple of things, you know,
Okay.
preparing for today. So
All right.
so many things I had to do, and then I slept really late yesterday, and I had to wake up early this morning. So everything was just, you know.
Anyway, Saturday was quite interesting for me.
Really?
Yeah, I had an
So
event.
what happened?
I had an event on Saturday, and trust me, it was good. It was fabulous. You know, I met quite a lot of people and I exchanged contacts.
Really?
It was really interesting.
I should follow you out one of these Saturdays.
Are you sure I won't take you along?
Really? You know you want to.
All right. So today we'll be talking about professionalism, attributes of a professional. It's Career Monday, and I am sure you do not want to miss out on all that we have for you here on Tea or Coffee. We'll be having a guest in the house today that would also expatiate and, you know, tell us more about being a professional, attributes of a professional. So if you're out there aspiring to be a professional anytime soon, this is the program for you. You need to stay tuned and listen to all that we have for you today. We'll be going on a short break, and when we come back, we'll meet our guest, and also you would get to hear the point of being a professional. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Have a thrilling and bonding experience at High Impact Planet Amusement Park and Resort. Enjoy an amazing retreat in our extremely secured environment with our breathtaking rides. Set goals for the upcoming year in our convenient multi-purpose halls. Bond between team members while giving your staff a desirable treat. High Impact Planet. Fun just got real.
When you think about it, there's a lot to celebrate in our lives. From the smallest milestones to our biggest moments, we'll pamper you at High Impact Planet. Whatever the occasion, let's celebrate you at High Impact Planet, where fun just got real.
Welcome back. This is still Tea or Coffee on High Impact Television. Just before we went on that break, Wura said that, you know, the topic for today, and I'm seconding with you. The topic for today is attributes of a professional. And we said we're going to bring our guest on. And yes, we have our guest in the studio here with us already. Her name is Anna Oyebanjo, and she is the marketing director of Managing Director of Redwood Consulting Limited, a marketing consulting organization. She has had close to 3 decades of experience in brand management, sales, consulting, and marketing communications. She also has cognate experience in advertising and public relations. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
Welcome. I must say
Pleasure
you
to
look
you again.
beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love the hair,
Yes.
I blush. Thank you.
All of those attributes.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Marketing, consulting, PR,
Sales.
advertising, sales. That's really good.
I'm glad.
All right.
I'm
so
privileged.
So today we're talking about attributes of a professional.
Yeah.
And what are the qualifications that you, as a professional,
Yeah.
you would need to be called or referred to as a professional?
So thank you very much. I think, there's actually a program I put together, really using the acronym professional to define a professional.
Okay.
And I started to use all the, the acronym PR or professional like that. But today, let me summarize by saying that, you see, a professional knows how to get results.
Okay.
Because businesses are put together to achieve certain objectives and results. So if you are a professional, you know how to get results in a correct way. Okay. Because that's actually the underlining point here, to say you want to get results in the right way. Yes, because you can get results in dubious ways, in an unprofessional manner, but a professional gets it in the right way. And what's a right way? A right way is a consistent way. It's a methodology that is acceptable globally. So you get results in a manner that, how you got results here in Nigeria, you use the same approach, plus or minus, to get it anywhere in the world. And it must be ethical. Underlining your method and approach is ethics.
All right. So
It's socially acceptable, what is right.
all right. So in other words, a professional is result-driven.
It's result-driven,
Okay.
result-driven in an ethical way.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can get results in a bad way, in an unethical, in a corrupt way.
Okay.
Okay.
But if you are a professional, you can stand your tough because you do things in an ethical, acceptable way. You are not ashamed to say, this is how I got my results. People can defer to you. You are bold. There's nothing hidden, nothing shady. That's actually the crux of it. Yeah. So if you're a professional, you do all of that. Having said that also, today, probably I should dwell on the fact that a professional must be, someone who is able to work hard, who can perspire. So maybe today we should talk around the P element, perspiration element, yes, of professionalism. Yeah, because I find that, when we talk about perspiration, what comes to mind will be sweat.
Yes.
And it just dawned on me overnight that you can't sweat when you are sleeping. So you must exert, to sweat, which means exactly hard work.
Yes.
So if you are a professional, you must hard work.
You can sip your tea,
Thank you. I
Hear
need
your voice.
tea and coffee.
Yes, tea or coffee.
Yeah, because I do some talking over the
Yes,
weekend and some singing too, by the way.
So you strained your voice. Okay.
So I must ask, before Redwood Consulting,
Yes.
I know you've worked in a number of places.
Yes.
Can you give us, a little background to where the places you've worked?
I'd worked. Okay, so I'm one of those privileged people that have started from a company then called Bicham.
Okay.
If you remember Bicham, it was early 90s. Bicham eventually became GlaxoSmithKline.
okay.
Eventually. GSK eventually, but it started as Bicham then. And I was privileged to have started as a management trainee. Traineeship scheme is when you leave university and they're like, we train you to make you a senior manager by mid-30. So it's a journey that really exposes you. They pay you to teach you, in a nutshell, to make you like a global, the drive towards making you a perfect, so to speak, director by your mid-age, mid-30. That's the objective. So I started like that in Bicham. From there, stayed with Bicham for some time. Then I moved out, got into advertising. I worked for one of the big advertising agencies now. And then came back. Bicham asked me to come back.
Wow.
Yes. Then it became SmithKline Bicham.
Okay.
And then I went out again to work for a PR agency. And SmithKline Bicham asked me to come back again. By that time, it's become GSK, Glaxo.
Yes.
And by my third coming, I was now marketing director.
Wow.
So I started from trainee, brand manager. I got into sales. I got into channels. I got into marketing proper, category management. Got into leadership. And then as marketing director.
Okay, so do you think all of that would have been possible without professionalism?
Thank you. It wasn't going to be possible.
Okay.
Because I wasn't going to trade certain things I believe in to get a position. It had to be hard work. Incidentally, I was with a younger mentee yesterday, over lunch. We had lunch as family. He's a mentee, but he was my first level of mentee. Now we have second level, down tier level. So
And
this
I
one is
think
the
I'm
first
joining
level.
also.
And
Thank
I'll
you.
join too.
You're joining. That's good. So I was with him. And then on the table, I can't remember what the conversation was. And then he just said, Hecho. They call me Hecho, Hannah Ibanjo. You know?
Okay.
I said, Hecho, those days, when I wake up and I carry my computer, I just see your mails coming in. Pa, 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 pa. Because overnight, I had worked.
Wow.
Sometimes I'm sleeping by 2 a.m. So when they wake up in the mornings, they get that. Now, but what made me laugh so much yesterday was that my current GM in Redwood Consulting, I have a GM,
Okay.
is the same experience. So one day he said to me, hey, Joe, when I wake up, I just look and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, sometimes 7 mails or 10 mails have dropped in. And
Wow.
so it just crossed my mind that, you know what, I think consistency is the word. If you're a professional, you're a professional.
Okay.
So what must be done? You create time to do that because you're looking for results. So to think that like 12 years ago, this mentee I was eating with yesterday was also like 12 years back.
Wow.
He was a marketing manager while I was marketing director. So 12 years ago, the habit I had of working and ensuring that, because in my mind I'm thinking, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you should know what you want to do. I don't want to start working tomorrow morning because that makes you idle. You won't have any work to do. But if I do mine today, I've given you the approval to say go ahead, or I've put input into it, and you can progress early tomorrow morning. So if you're a professional, you must hard work, you must be task-oriented, You must also learn how to develop people. I've just talked about mentees now.
Yes.
Developing people.
Because leadership, that's the crux of it. You want to birth yourself in others.
So
that when
every professional has to be a leader.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And he's a leader of people and not tools.
All right.
Okay.
So we must know how to lead people, which means we must be able to inspire them and not coerce them.
Yes.
Because you can actually lead by saying, you know what, I'm the boss. Do it that way, do it that way. Sit here, move, go. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think the strongest of it is the fact that you must be a doer as a professional.
Okay, so you must be a doer.
You should be able to do it yourself. Yeah?
Okay.
Not just you talk it, you can't do it. After a while, those managers will not respect you.
So you lead
They'll
by
say, oh, God, I'm sorry to speak.
that means the boss can't do
But they
it.
say boss doesn't know it. It's
Yes.
just using us. And if you are that kind of a boss, really, you are agitated when those managers are not there.
Okay, so you have to lead by example.
Example. I think also having a listening ear is one thing.
Thank you. Correct.
Okay.
Because you can't lead people without listening.
Without
Correct.
listening.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, earlier on you mentioned standing your ground as a professional.
Yes.
And does that not create a strict discipline environment such that you are not approachable as a professional?
So, thank you. It's a clean balance between being, what is the word, tough? You must be tough sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's sometimes you look into somebody's eye and say, sorry, you get it, or you must be able to cut.
Yes.
Yeah, but you must, when you're cutting, if you're cutting in love, it's clear
Okay.
that I'm not being victimized. She's giving me warnings over and over before now. So I'm just, do you understand? So there's a feeling from that side that I'm loved,
Okay.
I'm being nurtured. My boss is hard now because she just has to be hard on me because I'm not delivering. Yeah. So it's a balance. Yeah. Sometimes you must be tough, but at times you have to let go some things. And there's a lot about professionalism. You can see, right in my head, I'm struggling to say many things. Personalities differ.
Okay.
So as a leader, you must understand the personas. Two of you you're different. I'm different. So, but there are predominant personalities.
Yes.
Whether it's a dominant person, is somebody who's an influencer, is somebody who can galvanize others, is a cautious. All of those personalities, as a leader, I should know who and who my managers are, and then relate to them according to their personalities as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so you've worked in different, corporate organizations
Yes.
and financial institutions.
Yes.
Now, do you, as regards to the level of experience that you've had, would you say that professionalism is enough to get to the top position?
It's a tricky question. Because when we say if professionalism is enough to get to the top, it's assuming that professionalism is just functional.
Okay.
Functional means it's just quantitative, what you can see and measure. Now, but there's the emotional leg to leadership, which we can also subsume under professionalism. Because if you're a professional, then you are emotionally intelligent.
Yes.
Okay.
So I would say wrapped under that word professionalism is everything we can put into it actually, including your ability to be street smart and business smart and emotionally stable. You know, there are things you don't want to say to your boss because she's this type of person or because he's this type of person. There are things you want to say because he's that type. So your ability to measure and gauge. I'll share an instance. I also worked for Colgate, by the way. Colgate Palmolive as marketing director in Nigeria. And I had a wonderful boss who wasn't a Nigerian, right? So in meetings, I'm very outspoken. I just say it to say we should do that. Unknown to me, you know, Nigerians, many of us are very outspoken. We can come across as, I didn't know I was coming across like somebody who can usurp authority, somebody who can take over. I was the second in command. He was the boss. He was the GM in Nigeria. And after a particular meeting, he just called me aside. He was a lot older than I was. So he was like a father figure as well and a mentor. And I said, Hannah, do you know that if someone isn't strong, if I used it, I said, if I wasn't strong, I would think you want to take over you want to manage the business. I'm like, how? It's like, because...
That's unknowingly to you.
Unknown to me. He says, because the way you come across in meetings, you're very strong. You come across very strong, very clear, very articulate, and when you speak, it's like you are the overall.
With authority.
I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, boss, I'm sorry. You know, I don't mean that. And so that means that emotionally, he was a good guy. But if I wanted to get into his position and I didn't have that relationship, I would have a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
because he would see me like a threat. But of course, that didn't happen in this instance, but it could happen. So back to my viewers and those who are listening, when you are aspiring to go into a role, aside from functional capabilities, your knowledge of the industry, your output you deliver and all of that, you must be emotionally sensible to know who, because when the decisions are going to be made about your promotion and you won't be there. It's your boss that will be there. And if he sees you are a threat, it doesn't matter how knowledgeable you are. The guy will push you aside because nobody wants their jobs taken by a younger manager.
Okay, so talking about emotional stability.
Yes.
You mentioned you won't be there when you will be given the promotion. Now, in the situation, like you've held top positions in corporate organizations, in a situation whereby you are the one to determine or decide someone's employment, how do you balance your decision as a professional at that time and, putting your emotions aside and, making those decisions? How
I'll give you an
as a
instance.
professional?
Thank you. So, I think that authenticity is important for professionals. You must be authentic, true to yourself, true in your heart. Your heart must bear you witness and conscience that you're doing what is right for your managers. So I'll give an instance. So I was still marketing director in this instance, and I had I had marketing managers who were like category managers, my subs. And we had a managing director who was also an expatriate. He walked into my office one day and said to me, Hannah, I'm thinking of sending you internationally to go to West Africa from Accra, manage the business. That was going to be it was a shift for me. But looking at my family situation at that point in time, I wasn't going to leave Nigeria. It was clear. So in 2-3 minutes, I told him, boss, I won't be able to take that role now because of my family situation. But right there, my head tells me quickly, why not talk to him about one of your managers? He was a sub, but I felt he was qualified. Meanwhile, this manager had issues with me because he thinks he didn't quite like my style of management.
Okay.
Are you following?
Yes.
But in terms of work and how he worked very well, and I know that for that role, he would do it well. And it's promotion for him. So I mentioned his name. My boss didn't like him as well. My boss just said, no. He can't do it. He can't go. I said, boss, why? He said, no.
That's him putting his emotions.
Because, thank you, because there's what we call chemistry.
Okay.
Chemistry is, see, as I walked in now, you gave me a smile, a warmth. I don't know why, but I like you. I like you, babes. Yeah. Do you get?
you too.
Yes.
Love you too. Not even like we love you too.
Thank you. So, but sometimes you meet people and you just don't kind of like them. So that happens. It's another subject altogether for another conversation for another day, talking about connection in businesses. So my MD didn't connect with this guy. So my MD rejected it right away. I started to make a push for him. And that push, I could only do by taking my boss away from emotion to function.
Okay.
So I just began to say, you know what? He grew the brand by so and so percent. He took in the last 2 years, he's done this. I began to bring out
telling his achievements.
quantitatively achievement. So I moved my boss from emotion that you don't like him to guy. This guy can perform.
Can do it.
Okay.
So my boss said, okay, let me think about it. Anyway, long and short, he got the job.
Wow.
He was promoted. He started reporting to my boss, just like I was reporting to my boss.
Okay.
And he still didn't know I was behind that promotion. If I wrote about this recently, it took some time when I don't know his conversation with my boss, with our boss, and the boss just said to him, "You should be grateful to Hannah, but for him, but for her, you never get this role."
Which is true, because if you had not spelled
If you had
out
not,
the
you wouldn't have given
achievements,
him
It was then he came
yes.
back to me. HO, thank you. Boss says, but we are friends. We are still friends tomorrow. So what I'm making here is to be true to self. If I thought about the fact that he didn't like my style and he was part of my team that I didn't really like,
Yes.
I would have pushed some other person that I think like me.
Yes.
So but being true to self makes me a professional. And by God's grace, till tomorrow, if I call, he will respond.
Okay.
There's nothing I want. In fact, at some point, I did holiday with his family in Ghana. Guess that? I try when I go on holiday, I stay in his house. He carries me. He's happy with me. Did you get?
Yes, yes.
So a professional must be able to be truthful
Okay.
to himself and herself. Keep that emotion. Let's be real.
Okay.
Very interesting topic, I must say.
Yes, yes. You know, we've been talking with Hannah Oyebanjo, the managing director, marketing or managing?
Managing
director of
Redwood
Redwood Consulting Limited. All right, so I would like to know, are there secrets to professionalism?
Okay, yes and no, because
Okay.
it's what everybody can do.
Okay.
But let me say first will be intelligence.
Okay.
Intelligence, because it's to be intelligent to know what to do and how to do what you know what to do.
Okay.
It's intelligence to know what you don't know how to do. And to be true to say, Binkpe, I mean, even if I don't confess, but I know Binkpe knows that thing more than I do. I don't know that part. She's my manager, as manager. No problem. She can do it. Take the accolades. Yeah? But it's coming over because I'm a boss. At the end of the day, the box stops here. So I think that self has to be downplayed.
Okay.
A professional shouldn't think of taking the credit every time. If your manager has done something, so you should come into a meeting and say, I'm presenting this, and everybody clap their hands. Oh, don't worry. You say, by the way, I like to recognize the input of Dotun did that, by the way, and all.
Yes.
It doesn't reduce you. Rather, it lifts you.
It's you.
So not being one to take all the credit for me is one big secret.
Okay.
I also talked about dirtying your hands as your ability to do it. Do you know, till tomorrow, I'm not afraid of any task. In fact, my manager say it now. They say, hey, Cho. Because if I give them the task to do, I also want them to learn to do it, they do it. But if time is running out and I take it over, in 2-3 hours, I knock it out. And I knock it out 80% of the times, if not 90. It comes back from the client without issues. It's fine, go, ready to go. So, but you see, the confidence is because I can do it. So no professional should pride identified him or herself as a professional. If you don't know it, go and learn it, guy. Go and learn it. Learn at least the basic. And do you know, I tell people who want to learn, they want to be entrepreneurs and all, but they know it intellectually, they have interest. I say, go and subdue yourself. Go and do internship. Go and learn how to cut. You can't say you want to be a designer, clothing designer, without understanding how to cut and sew.
Yes.
At least you may not cut and sew eventually, but go learn it, because that then gives you, imbues in you a confidence. Do you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the more I think about all of this, it comes back to the person you are.
Your
Really,
kind of person.
your kind of person,
Okay.
your values, your values,
Personal values.
your personal values.
Okay.
Those things you believe in and all. By God's grace, I'm a Christian.
Okay.
I believe in doing right things and best
Okay.
as possible. I think that comes through in the work, because your heart will be telling you, your conscience is active to say that one, you're wronging that guy. It's not fair, and yeah.
All right. Intelligence is a key word in professionalism. You can see the passion in her
Yes.
of talking about professionalism. Why? Because she has been there. She's had the experience. I'm sure you still don't want to miss out, because we are not done yet. So stay tuned. We'll be going on a short break. And when we come back, we'll enlighten you more on all that you need to know about professionalism. We'll be right back.
Walking into comfort in a safe environment is every family's dream. At High Impact Planet Resort, our fully furnished service apartment is a home away from home. Amazing views right in your luxurious world. Work out to keep fit for an amazing body at the gym. Get affordable groceries and personal care items at the supermarket. Feel relaxed and beautify yourself at the fully equipped spa. High Impact Planet. Fun just got real.
This is still tea or coffee, and yes, we still have Hannah Oyebanjo here with us, and we've been talking about attributes of professionalism. So you talked about perspire.
Perspiration.
Perspiration, okay.
Yes.
So please can you expatiate more on that?
Yes, so as I was saying earlier, to perspire is to sweat. Really is to sweat. You don't sweat without exertion.
Okay.
And I take that to say, when you exert, it means you hard work. But
I have to come in there.
Yes.
There are times where you're sleeping, you're not doing anything, but then the environment, heat, can make you sweat.
that's interesting. Yeah, so that's a quick one. So I'll take that to be that that can mean in an office environment,
Okay.
you are not active, but the things around is making it look like you're active.
active.
You'll soon be found out too. You'll soon be found out. You'll be discovered. Okay. So if I look at the acronym PERSPIRE, again, to use that and fuse that into professionalism, I would say to perspire, the first P, I'll use that to say you must have a purpose. in which case you have to aspire. See, you will not perspire if you have not aspired. Aspiration means I'm looking towards being so and so by tomorrow. I want to, this is my objective. I look forward to being so and so person. That will imbue in you, passion, something to then drive for. You can then sweat. So you have to aspire. So I'll use that aspiration, P, I say purpose. You have a purpose. Why are you having sleepless nights? It's because you want to pass your ICANN exam. It's because that and that. So purpose is very important in any business. So I use the E to stand for excellence. We must, a professional, as you're perspiring, you're thinking of excellence, which means when it's almost like it, you still drive for it to be it. I.e., not a 98, but 100%. And there have been instances in my career where a brand is giving us a trouble. A brand is declining in sales. Now, in marketing, that's a big issue. Everybody wants sales growth. You want your market share increases. You want profitability. P&L has to stack up and all. So you're managing a brand, and all those indices are going down. You'll be having sleepless nights. Yeah, so you need to sweat it out and all. But when it turns up, when you are putting some things and it turns up, you feel good because you get awards. Multinationals, oh my word, they spoil you with awards. That's the benefit
I'm
of.
sure you've had
You travel, you multinationals, but we detouring. But let me open the juices of people out there so they can aspire to work for multinationals or even conglomerate locals, organizations that believe in doing things right. Yeah, they train you a lot. You have access to, knowledge, big time. You travel wide and far as much as possible. You stay in good hotels. You know what luxury is. Yeah. Even if you are in one face me, I face you locally. Where you go, you travel, you fly, you be in good hotels, you eat good food.
Meet people.
That's the next thing. You meet people from all parts of the world. You meet people. I've traveled quite to some places. You meet people. Then you party. For those who like parties, usually they'll be after work. You dance, you eat some kind of food that, if you like to eat food, oh my word, all sorts of food. Wine, for those who take wine, all sorts. So those are the enjoyment part of it. The other part of it is your head.
Work hard.
You have to work hard. Okay, so I was talking about excellence.
Yes.
Okay. The R, you must learn to read.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm not good at reading as I should be. I'm confessing. I only read to purpose. I read to say, you know what, I want to hit that, I'll just read. But I'm not a perennial reader. I'm not a natural. There are people who are lovers of knowledge. They read. They read. Yeah. So you can't be a professional without reading. You must. Whether you're reading visually, auditory, kinetically, anyhow, you must learn to read. You have to read.
Okay.
Or learn, put it that way. And then press
The S.
S.
Yes.
What will this S stand for as a professional? You must push for success.
Okay.
Meaning anything you do, you want an output that is acceptable, that is good. Yes.
That's what makes it success.
You have to be successful. Because until you get a result that is a tick, you shouldn't be happy. Yeah? Okay?
Yes.
Right? Let me use P to talk about packaging.
Okay.
And that's just coming to my head. But let's use to say your comportment is important as a professional.
Okay.
Even while you are perspiring, the sweat shouldn't show to everybody. Don't, because you're hardworking, don't then use that to oppress people.
Okay.
You know, there are people that hard work and have you done that? You've not done that?
They put pressure.
Because they put so exactly, be pressure. It shouldn't be that. You should ensure you allow people go in their pace, which would be good. Yes, which other word?
I.
We're talking about inspiring.
Inspiring.
You should be an inspiring person. People should work with you or live with you, and they just want to be like you. Yeah?
They look up to you.
Yeah, they look up to you. They want to relate to you. They want to inform you. They are happy to share themselves. To be honest, everywhere I've worked, most of my managers, if not all of them, we have personal relationship.
Okay.
It goes beyond work. Personal. Some of them, domestic issues, they bring it out. HR, this is what I'm facing. And we prayerfully look at that. So, yeah. Even career issues. I've helped some of my managers look for jobs elsewhere before.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're not just the leader, you're a solution provider also.
Thank God for that. To say that, look, I've looked at your career and your path here. You're not able to deliver here, even though you work with me. Because I'm not the last judge of you. There are other bosses of mine that are also judging you. And we can see that they're watching. Your career path in this business is not going to go too far. But you know what? We can work something out. Let me be on the out for you to put you where you can shine.
Okay.
And we begin to work that out before we fire you here. So it just has to be trying to help others,
All right.
Inspiring.
All right, so we'll move to the R.
R.
Another R.
Yes, it's perspire.
Okay. I just say readiness.
Readiness.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So,
I got you there.
so readiness means what? As a professional, you shouldn't be caught unawares, caught wanting. No,
You should
you're a
always be
professional.
ready. You should always be ready.
I'm prepared.
Be prepared. Be
He
prepared.
has a lot of factor in the perspire.
Yes, be correct. Be prepared. I remember there was once, and this is also the tough part of multinational, by the way.
Okay.
When you are doing well, they want to showcase you.
Yes.
When you go for those global meetings, it's no small feat. And you prepare. There are times you won't sleep for days. You're rehearsing.
Yes.
Because you're going to be standing in front of 200, 100 managers from all around the world. Everybody's going to have their impression of you. And you want a good impression. So you find out that all the food before your presentation will enter you. As in, you will enjoy them.
Because your mind is not
Exactly.
for now.
You're thinking of your presentation, what I'm going to say, my opening slide, my closing remarks, what are the jokes, am I going to crack jokes? All of that is going around your head. Until after your presentation,
Then you can be
then you can then be relaxed and you can eat and enjoy the food and everything. So so you must be ready.
All right, so the last one, the E.
So what do you think that E will be?
Excellent.
Excellence is there already. Excellence is there already.
Who is there?
So what will that E be now? You must
To
be
be
what?
eager.
Exceptional.
Exceptional.
Thank you. I was going to say exceptional, experienced.
Okay.
You're eager. They all fit in. Yeah, you should be eager. I like the word eager thing because if you are not an eager person, you will stay back. I don't know if you've been in meetings where, and I say this to people, younger managers, I've almost fired an agency, not fired an agency, but I've actually requested an agency to remove some people from my account before because they were not eager people.
Okay.
So you attend a meeting, a full meeting, a 3-hour meeting, you sat down in that meeting, you didn't make any contribution. For 3 hours, not even I concur. Do you get? So that one day, the next time we have the same thing, and you do like that, I'll tell the account, I tell the agency, I don't want that person on my account, move her, him or she should be out of it.
At least you must have
because she's
something
not
to say.
contributing. But when you are eager, even if you don't know, you want to know. You ask questions. So what about that and that? It shows you are part of it. So it's a very good point. And being exceptional too. That's a layer over excellence.
Excellence, yes.
So not just excellent, you want to be, top. Great.
All right. I think the key points that
Yes.
I've learned: purpose,
Yes.
Purpose.
excellence,
Yes.
readiness,
Readiness.
success,
Whoa.
Packaging.
packaging,
Yes.
intelligence, inspiring.
Inspiring.
Readiness.
Readiness.
I mentioned readiness
I
earlier.
took notes actually. Being eger.
Being eager and exceptional. Yes.
Whoa.
You know, I'm a
Thank
good
you.
student.
You
You
are.
have to approve me as
Come
your
on,
mentee already.
Oh, dear.
All right.
Okay.
So how important, let's talk about character. How important is character to professionalism?
It's important because,
Okay.
we normally say in this part of the world that character is like smoke.
Okay.
Your reputation, it goes ahead of you.
Yes.
Okay.
And, character is who you are. So in the office place, we try to moderate it. We try to cover it. But we really can't cover some part of who you are.
Okay.
If you're somebody who is very, very intolerant, I don't have time. I don't have time for rubbish. It goes with you everywhere. In the office, it should be there. Though there are rules that controls us sometimes, which is why sometimes you can slap people at home, but you can't slap in the office because if you slap, we'll fire you in the office and you know your paycheck is there. So character is important. So for me, I was even before considering, professionalism and everything, first thing is we must build personalities and characters that are loving, accommodating, result-oriented, disciplined. We're not speaking about discipline. What I say is what I do. What I expect from others is what I do to them. Yeah. There are some things I shouldn't say. There are things I shouldn't do to my neighbor.
Okay.
There are things I shouldn't do to anybody whosoever. I shouldn't kill them. I shouldn't assassinate other people's personality.
Okay.
I shouldn't, it doesn't matter how dirty the politics is. There are things I shouldn't do. Are you with me? So, character is important.
Okay.
And when you get it right, you may not even know book, but you know character. It will sustain you in some work.
So if you have a good character. And you're not so knowledgeable, it would still sustain you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
There are instances where people are holding on certain jobs now, certain roles, not because they're perfect people, not because they even know it much, but because they've been proven. They are trustworthy, for example. Do you know, that's what's missing. And I deal with entrepreneurs a lot. Many times, you're looking for somebody you can trust. You can't find.
Yes.
And trust is a character trait. To say, when I'm done, if I say I'm leaving, I'm leaving. If I'm with you, I won't cheat. I won't steal your money. I won't change the books.
Okay.
Many businesses are dead today because people's character have come to mess up that business.
Okay.
They've stolen. Okay, you are a driver. You are my Uber driver. And you're thinking of buying another car off me.
Wow.
I'm just saying. And I've just promoted a brand. They should pay for that advert. Anyway.
Yes.
So, do you get? So, character is everything. So, like I said, there are jobs that will require, we don't care. As long as you can do this one, oh yeah, you are the person I need. Come and hold the job. So, character is very important.
Okay, so now, should the position a person holds in an organization determine if they should have a drive to be a professional?
Please repeat that.
Now, okay, the position I hold in an organization, should it determine if I should have the drive, the passion to want to be a professional in that field? For instance, like being a management trainee, in a marketing organization, should I just be relaxed and say, I'm just a management trainee. I shouldn't aspire to be, a professional in that field, or?
No, it shouldn't.
Okay.
So, because no role is also permanent. So if you think that maybe because it's your uncle that owns the business, because sometimes you're looking at a relationship,
Yes.
you'll be shocked. Some people even date their bosses, yes? And they're on that role because the MD is my boyfriend. It's not right. It is not right. That business, go and check, most of such businesses will come down very soon.
Progress.
Exactly. Because you cannot enforce some rules, some things are not going to happen. Okay, having said that, whatever role each person finds him or herself, you must strive to be a professional.
Okay.
Every person must strive to be a professional.
Okay.
Very important. Don't sleep. Don't rest on your on your loins, thinking everything is fine and all of that. As a management trainee, if you are not there, a million other people are waiting to be there. You'll be kicked out. Yeah. So I think you don't take anything for granted. Do that job like it's your last. You want to make a mark in it. You want to prove a point there. You have a laurel that you want to claim on the road. That's how you go up and up. Because then we'll see that, this place is too small for you now. In fact, it takes me to another conversation. Someone was discussing with me yesterday. This person is managing a role that before now, anybody they push into that role, it will be like, it's your suicide mission. You know there are some roles
There's
like that.
an impression created.
Yes,
with the
around
role.
certain functions. If they transfer you to become that manager, everybody will start praying, Kaleshe, who did you offend? Why did they put you there? Because over the years, everybody who's been in that role
occupied the position.
have had issues.
Okay.
They've had issues. It's like a dead end. That position is like, so this guy was given that role.
Wow.
Okay.
And he got in that role and changed that role to
And
the
it made a
extent that
difference.
everybody wants to now come on that role.
Okay.
What's the point there? There's a management word or a principle that talks about you determining and defining the role.
Okay.
You can take a role and make something bigger
Out of it.
more productive out of it. You redefine and recreate and you put it all down and you rebuild and recreate and refabricate something else out of that role. It happens a lot in management.
Okay. All right. All right. So you've held different delicate positions where you've had to be the boss over people in corporate organizations and corporate world. I'm sure before you can get to the point you've gotten to now, you must have faced some challenges which didn't weigh you down. You're still here now.
Yes.
So what are the likely challenges that a professional would face?
One of such, which I felt earlier in my career, was threats.
Okay.
Even as a management trainee, my manager, who I was reporting to, felt I was a threat. Again, I think then also, to be honest to him, I was very tactless. I was a young, dynamic.
Yes.
So I could, if he makes a mistake in a meeting, I could correct him.
Wow.
You know
Right
those
there
kind
in
of
the meeting.
right there in the meeting. I wasn't emotionally that intelligent then. I could just say, sorry, by the way, according to that presentation, slide 62,
And he looks
there are some
like you.
errors. And he looks there, this guy. So they used to joke then that this Hannah should have been a lawyer. What's
I
she
think
doing
I
marketing?
concur.
I agree.
I think I agree.
So my bosses saw me like a threat that this girl will chase us out of there. So therefore, my boss made life difficult for me.
Okay.
So let's also say here that there are wars you can't fight and you can't win. Fighting a war with your boss is difficult.
Yeah.
Try not to fight your boss because
Okay.
he will be in a million places where you are not.
Not.
And they are determining your career and process. You won't be there. It will be challenging. So occasionally you can wriggle out. Like I've wriggled out many times, but it's not safe. Don't fight with your boss. So when I say fight, it wasn't that. So what this guy did was to try to frustrate my effort. I will send proposal. I've done my work. I pass it to him. He needs to. He will not treat it. So he will now wait for external people to come. And these external people are people I should be, relating with. In that meeting, you then give them an impression that I don't know what I'm doing, You know that feeling?
Just
You
forget
really
back
dealt
to you.
with me. That was the reason I left the first time.
Okay.
As a trainee, I told you I left.
Yes,
I
yes.
just looked at them and said, these people, they don't recognize me, they don't appreciate me. Damn it. Yeah. And I moved before they called me back.
Called you
Okay,
back.
so...
I'm sure
and
they saw professionalism in
Exactly.
you because before someone can walk out of an
Yes.
organization,
And
they
then they
call
call you back.
Yes. So I'm really thankful to God for that. So,
Okay.
so that's one of the things, managing your boss.
Okay.
Another challenge you may have is, this is business challenge.
All right.
When the business is not doing well and you are wearing the hat. I recall a time one of our brands, I won't mention name, was being, the fake people was being adulterated. We have huge stock in the market. We have huge stock in our warehouse. There was an issue. Obviously, the fake guys were faking the product.
Okay.
I wasn't sleeping. In fact, there was a night my husband said to me, I was mentioning the brand in my sleep. As in sleep. Leave for real. Oh. He said, just go, what's your business? You're talking about this brand. Because it was all overwhelming.
Yes.
So you will always find that there were times business is going to come down. You must be bold and courageous. You must seek solutions.
All right.
You mustn't take it like it's coming down. No. Do some analysis, check, benchmark against other people, other markets. Are they going like that? Are your competitors going through the same challenges? What can you do? There's always a way out. You must be positive.
All right.
In fact, another word I forgot to put, which is very important, is energy.
Okay.
You've got to be energetic.
Okay.
You must be energetic.
I can see that in you.
You've got to be. Anyhow you want to get it, whether you want to exercise, you must steam because there's a shadow of a leader. Once you're energetic, is infectious.
Okay.
It can go around your team. You find them bubbly, positive.
Yeah.
Knowing will come out of this and all of that. So that's another challenge when business is coming down.
All right. We could go on and on. But our time is fast spent.
Okay, but I should ask this. Reading one of your profiles on your write-up, I must say, online.
Okay.
You said professionals. Let me read it now. You said professionals are friendly personalities. Can you expatiate a little on it?
Yes. So friendliness, it comes to, like I was talking about that chemistry thing. You must come across as likable.
Okay.
That's what it means. Because relationship is key in professionalism and in business, anything. You're relating with other people, whether with internal or external people. You should, if I came here and I met you and all I'm doing is I'm all posed up like, in your heart you're wondering, what's the issue? Hey, what's the stress?
What have we done?
What have we done? What's, but friendliness means, there's a part of you that cuts into people. And this is particularly important for personalities that are not very people-oriented. There are personalities that are very reserved.
Yes.
They are not people. They really want to stay back much more. If you are in any organization and that's your personality, you must work on it to ensure you have that kind of openness. Because otherwise, nobody will relate with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All
So
right. Thank
you have to be
so
friendly as a
much.
professional
Yes.
also.
Yes.
Our time is fast spent and then we
spent, I
have to
must
go.
say.
But, I could talk after the show.
Yes.
We're
We'll
going to
continue the
as a
conversation.
mentee. I am now approved as your
As a
mentee.
mentee,
So,
right away,
we'll
straight
have
up.
more conversation. But
Yes,
then we
thank
have
you.
to go now. I am Buraola Popola, and we talked about professionalism today. I'm sure you've had key points to jot down, just like I have done for myself, and I think Modupe also.
Yes, of course. I took notes, actually.
Okay.
And I must say thank you very much,
Thank you
Hannah
so much
Ibanjo,
for
for
joining
coming. I hope
you.
next time you oblige when we call you.
That's fine. Thank you.
All right, we have to go now.
Yes,
I
my name
remain
is-
Buraola Popola, and
I was supposed to say my name. Okay, my name is Modupe Jacob. See you tomorrow.
All
Same
right.
time and same station.